Welcome, Virgos. Thank you for tuning into your reading for the month of May. How you've been doing? It's been such a long time. Virgos, I did not mean to scream in your ear, okay? Let me put down the volume. All right. It just wants to come out. Okay, well, we're starting off with Page of Swords. Page of Swords. Who has been stalking you online? Who have you been stalking, Virgo? You got your eye on someone? Let me see. So first and foremost, March and April have been just a very energetic, loaded months. Right now we're dealing with Mercury retrograde till the 15th of May. So we will have, a release in the month of May coming up. It's just overall a lot of energy that is coming together, but it's very dual. Like it's a duality of energy, meaning that it's fixed yet it's super mutable, and it's just a little bit everything at the same time. And that's a little bit what I'm feeling as well for you guys. Like you kind of have just a lot of going on, everything at the same time. Throat chakra, you are being guided to express yourself in whatever way you energetically feel connected to. So whether that is creating a painting, whether that is trying out a workout routine, or maybe you like to just get into the kitchen and just be creative and create some food. And maybe some days you really want to have a big group of people at your dinner table, and other days you just really enjoy some nice music and some candlelight and just a dinner for one special human being, which is you, yourself, and you. Okay, and just enjoy the peace. Or maybe a long ass hot bath with crystals and some candles and some rose petals, just really soaking and taking it in, really having a moment. That's what I'm seeing. Okay, it's like it's a great time to have a you moment. So if you feel that that's something you have not been having for a long time, or just overall not as much as you would prefer, a little bit of a hermit shell moment, some self-care, some self-love, and all of those things are definitely very beneficial for you at this time. Because I'm sensing overall, when it comes to the outside source, a lot is like involved with other people, whether that is people from all the way across the ocean, and you are in contact with, or in whatever way, shape, or form feel connected to. There might be a lot going on with your siblings, or with people's siblings. Like your best friend might have a sister who has a brother who has a and it's just, there might be a lot of things coming up and going on. That's why it's so important. I'm hearing it's sacred to have you moments this month. It's very sacred. So it's not just something that you selfishly do, or in whatever way, shape, or form. It's not about that. It's sacred. It's necessity. You need it. You deserve it. Own it and create some space for yourself. All right. So let's get into the reading. I'm also hearing like you might have to have those conversations that you're not really comfortable with. That's also why the Page of Swords is here. Even though it may not be that serious, it may not be that deep, it might actually feel like, oof, a paper cut. Like it's something minor, but it can hurt, or it can be inconvenient, or it can be like sort of in your space. That's the thing. When it comes to paper cuts, they seem like very tiny. It's like it just happens like, really quickly as well. But if you then don't take care and nurture that paper cut, it can actually bring about a lot more trouble. And that's a little bit what I'm feeling with a couple of things that you might feel uncomfortable with. But if you put energy there, if you nurture it, or if you just have those conversations, if you just make sure that there is clarity for multiple people involved. So some of you might be a certain bill that you need to pay, and that's in connection to other people. There might be some money coming back to you. Maybe you need to have the conversation like, hey, you kind of still owe me this money. It's okay. I don't want to put any pressure onto you. I just want to make you aware, and I would like for you to come up with communication towards me on how you're gonna think and in what time frame you're gonna pay me back. you know, just having the phone calls, sending out the emails, having the talks is really going to be very beneficial for you guys, Virgo. Okay, so there we go. Page of Swords with the Six of Pentacles. So there might be some things online. I don't know, but that's something that I'm channeling into. It's like might be some things online that you would like to take place in. Like maybe you want to, you know, for example, when there's a petition, you want to leave, you know, your information and stuff. Like you want to be part of the petition and want to make sure that people feel, you know, that you extend your support for a greater good, for a greater goal, basically. Things like that will really bring you joy. That's what I'm sensing. Like being part of a community thing, or extending some of your help, or being a, you know, person of information. Like you want to extend the wisdom or the information that you have, or maybe you just want to be a listening ear to friends, like things like that in the month of May. Just being a part of the community in whatever way, shape, or form is definitely bringing you those good feelings. Is what I'm feeling. Like it's time to sort of find a balance in that. You know, when you work to make money, and the things you do because you have it to give, and because that gives you energy back. You know, when you put a smile on another person's face, it might actually bring about... Ooh, okay. Well, I'm going to have to pick those up. One sec. So, you have the Five of Wands with the King of Pentacles. Yeah, because I'm sensing a little bit. And you have the Star card. Wow, beautiful. There might be this duality within you. Once again, it's a lot of that, okay? It's a lot of like, hey, I feel great. And like, oh, now I'm not, I just don't really feel that great. But I feel good as well. And I kind of feel restless, but I'm also at peace. Like it's a little bit of a mix of everything. Energetically, that's what we're dealing with. So it's not crazy if you have like this really intense morning, and then the afternoon is kind of chill. It's kind of good. Like just go with the flow and don't pressure yourself too much to be something or feel something that you just really don't. Okay. So what I'm sensing with this is that you might question, like I'm hearing my place in the world. Like, you know, you work, for example, a job, 9-to-5 job, and you know, you do the work, and it's not really necessarily in your own eyes maybe significant to the community in whatever way, shape, form. It's like, you know, you pay your bills, you keep the roof above your head, or in whatever way, shape, form you're able to contribute, and you just feel this energy of like, yeah, but it's not cutting it anymore. Like I want something more. I want something that's more emotional fulfilling, but also feel like my soul is in alignment with it, in alignment to it. It's what I'm hearing. It's like I don't just want to have these things in my life separate like that no more. Like that's something that I'm feeling. Like you might have a little bit of an internal battle going on between the stability and building, but then at the same time also, does it align? Is what I'm hearing. You have the Eight of Cups with the Wheel of Fortune and Three of Wands. It's like you're definitely ready for a shift. You're ready for a change. You're ready for something to feel differently. It is really like how it makes you feel, how you feel in situations, like in your job, or how you feel in you know, your school, or like in your education, in your relationship, in your friendships, in your partnerships, and things like that. Like how you feel and the role that you play inside of that, like your relation to it. So there's some shifts and changes definitely coming in this month. Once again, like I just don't feel that something that may be on your mind heavily, on your heart heavily in beginning of May would have the same weight in the end of May. I really do think that there's a shift and change that is happening for you internally and externally, because it just, yeah, justice is here. Definitely. That is like a long time coming, and I'm feeling like some of you really did not want to sacrifice something. You hold on to that. But understand that sometimes, even if it's sometimes our dreams or our goals show up in a different package. Like it's wrapped differently than we expected it to, and so we can identify it as such. And that's why it's important to understand that sometimes it shows up in a different form. And if we have this openness and this flexibility with the universe bringing things in divine timing, and we are not putting any pressure on what it should look like, a lot of, with the Two of Swords, it's what it makes us feel like. That's more important than what it looks like. It's an intuitive energy. Yeah, look at you, beautiful, coming up as the Empress, showing up as the Empress. 9 of Pentacles. Yeah. For some of you, you're thinking about adoption, and not adoption maybe, but for some of you really are thinking of adoption overseas, or maybe you want to move overseas. And for some of you really is like, it could be a child, a baby, but it could also be an animal is what I'm feeling, that feels like a child, like a fur baby. Sorry, one sec. Oh, it's perfect. Sorry. I'm sorry, but you just know, like once in a while you get the perfect cup of tea with the perfect amount, like the perfect heat. It's just, often you miss that mark, but this is the one. So I'm definitely going to enjoy that a little bit during your reading. I'm sorry. I just can't waste the perfect cup of tea. Okay. Yeah, like I said, like it could be making, but it's very individual. It's very like, okay, I can wait around for the perfect house, or for the perfect match, or for the perfect this or perfect that, but I feel energetically ready, and I will figure it out along the way. Just opening up towards a different viewpoint, like a different way of going about it, Virgo. That's just beautiful. I just feel like this. Okay, I'm gonna take one sec. What? Okay, sorry. I just feel some of you may have felt like you were experiencing a lack of control of something, and you really just wanted, like for example, motherhood or fatherhood, right? And you feel like, yeah, but I want to meet the right partner, I want to meet the right person, and when I do, obviously, you first want to have some you time, like 1 up to 2 years, where you can really just focus on each other, get to know each other, lay a foundation, and then maybe get married, or then maybe move in, and then maybe start to have children. And I just feel like you have this, some of you may have had this plan, and this could be also in some other area in your life. It doesn't necessarily have to be mother or fatherhood, but you might feel like, yeah, but I am ready, even though like you might be ready for that father or motherhood, and just the partner just hasn't really, or maybe your partner isn't, but you are, and just not trying to be like, okay, but I don't have a partner, so I can't, or I don't have this, house that I wanted before I do that, so I cannot, or I don't have this or that, so I shouldn't. It's like, no, but like, what if it would just work itself out? What if you listen to your intuitive energy and feel like, okay, I'm ready to take this step, I'm ready to do this. Like for some of you, maybe really, really want to buy a house, and you always envision that doing with your partner, or doing that with another person. And maybe it's like, you know what? Maybe I just want to buy my own house. Or maybe you're like, I really want to go travel overseas for 6 months, and maybe you waited for the perfect job, or you waited for the perfect moment, or the amount of money, or whatever. And you're like, you know what? I'm just going to figure out a way. Because that feeling and that need to experience that is stronger than the obstacles that hold you back. And that's some shift that I'm feeling within you. And it's very beautiful, very powerful. It's like, all right, I may not have this or may not have that, but you know what? I'm just going to take a step here, and I'm going to do that, and I'm going to commit to that. And I'll figure it out along the way. If it's something that's meant for me, the universe will show me the tools, or show me certain people, or will get me that information, or get me those financial resources one way, shape, or form. And I just need to take the leap. I just need to try. I just need to go. I can't put it in front of me like this any longer. That's something that I'm feeling strongly for you guys, and that's beautiful. I love that. All right, Virgo, what else? Five of Cups in reverse, yeah. With the, yes, you're making it work. You don't focus on what you don't have, you focus on what is there. Okay, so you're putting in the work. You're looking at, I don't feel like necessarily the bigger picture, because the bigger picture thinking might actually put you back into that future focus energy. I think you're focusing on what is working and the possibilities. Look at that beautiful transformation. You have the sun with the, chariot. So that's a Cancerian energy. Go about it with grace, but go about it. Look, you're leaving this behind. Beautiful. I love how you're shifting your energy into focusing on what is an option, what is possible, what do I have, what did I receive from this spirit in my life where I felt neglected or hurt or stabbed in the back, just mostly loss. It's a very it's a very tough energy, but you're willing to overcome. You're willing to make it, give it purpose, give it in one way, shape, form, give it purpose, and therefore allow the blessings to come from that. Allow the lessons and the wisdom. It's very powerful, Virgo. Wow, I'm intrigued. I'm a Virgo moon, so I'm all the way here. Okay. All right. What else for my Virgos? Beautiful. Mercury. It's your ruling planet. Okay. Okay, Virgos. Open communication. That's what we spoke about in the beginning. They said, get a weight off your chest. Speak up with love and be heard. Beautiful. Speak up with love and be heard. That's the thing what we spoke about in the beginning, right? It's about the importance to get it off your chest, having those conversations, taking care of those paper cuts. Don't allow them to get infected and then be a little in your face the whole time, like with everything you touch and everything you're trying to do. Beautiful. All right, one more card for my Virgos, please. Woo. Receive. You are a kind and a loving soul who consciously reaches out and gives to others. But now it's time for you to learn how to gracefully receive. Just as with the ebb and the flow of the tides, the art of giving and receiving is a natural law and order in the universe. Beautiful. Of the universe. So, receiving. First and foremost, receive from yourself. Receive the grace, receive the patience, receive the go ahead of chasing things and doing things that you really want to do. Giving yourself that opportunity is very important. And first and foremost, like we said in the beginning, right? Take good care of yourself. Have those self-love moments. Enjoy. Okay? Take a moment to have a moment. It's you time. And I'll be back soon, Virgo. I wish you an amazing month of May, and I love you guys a lot. I know, but I do. Okay? Mwah. Bye, Virgos. Bye.